Hello everyone, I am from iGift Life and we focus on spreading awareness about organ donation. And today we have the fortune of chatting with Mr. Pratap, who has been through a transplant himself, and he's here to tell us his side of story. Because it's interesting that before this, I also had a chance to talk to his brother who has actually donated his kidney to him. So, sir, welcome. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us. And yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm happy to say that I'm leading an absolutely normal life. I had my transplant 21 years ago, and life is great.
That's great. Really good to hear, sir. So, sir, I would like to start by asking your initial reaction when you learned that you need a transplant done. What were your thoughts? Were you open about organ donation?
I'll start by giving you a little background. I was working in 1999. I was working overseas in Muscat, and I had come down for my Christmas holidays, and I would get severe headaches and vomiting. I didn't know what the problem was. I went to a couple of doctors and they said your blood pressure is high. So they gave me some blood pressure tablets. But the problem persisted. So then I visited another doctor and he asked me to take some blood tests. When I went back with the blood tests, he saw that my creatinine levels were extremely high and he immediately told me that your kidneys have failed. It was a very absolutely devastating moment, completely numbing. You don't know what to do because when somebody tells you that, it's like your life as you know it is finished. So that was my first reaction. My second reaction was, now how do I get better? How do I get my life back on track?
Right. So, sir, what did you do next? Tell me more about your journey. Who all
So
did you have enough information about organ transplant when you realized that your
at
kidneys are
that time, I
failing?
didn't know anything. Because as soon as the doctor told me, I had no information.
Hmm.
And as soon as you're diagnosed with this problem, you have to start going for dialysis.
Hmm.
So dialysis is the process where they hook you up to a machine and the machine does the job that your kidney would do. It purifies your blood. So one dialysis session takes around 4 hours. And then when you're going for dialysis, you're automatically in touch with the doctors and the hospital because you're going for dialysis twice a week. So you're in very close contact with the medical establishment. And then they start advising you about your options. So you can either continue with dialysis or you can have a organ transplant.
Right.
And then they start giving you the information. Now, in my case, I was very lucky that my brother immediately volunteered to give me his kidney. So because of the laws of the country and because there's a lot of sale of
Yeah,
illegal sale of
true.
organs in the country, the
Hmm.
government is very strict about organ transplant. So if the donor is an external donor, it's very difficult. But when the donor is your own family, and in my case, it was my brother, so the legal side of it was not complicated, and he was very willing to give me his kidney. He had another friend who had given his kidney to his brother, and my brother spoke to him, and he gave my brother all the information. And he told my brother that I've given my kidney. Now my life is normal. My brother's life is normal. So my brother Ashok had some reassurance. Uh, but he had volunteered to give me his kidney even before speaking to anyone.
Okay. Hmm.
And then later on, we started meeting the doctors. my brother knew somebody who was the social worker in the nephrology department of KEM Hospital. She was a friend of my brother's. So we decided to have my transplant at KEM Hospital.
Okay.
In Pune.
Hmm.
Over there, the head of department was Dr. Wadia, and there was another doctor, Dr. Lobo. So they completely educated us about what kidney transplant was all about. So they explained to me that once I received the transplant, I have to take certain drugs. They explained to my brother that after he gave his kidney, he didn't have to go through any medication or take any extra precautions. So my initial reaction of, I was on dialysis, and though dialysis was a little painful, I had got used to going for dialysis, and initially I thought that I'll continue to be on dialysis because I was hesitant to go in for a transplant, because I thought if the transplant fails, then what happens? Then maybe my life is at risk. So I said it's better to remain on dialysis. The doctors explained to me that the quality of my life would be 1,000,000 times better if I had a transplant. And as long as I took precautions, took the medication, I would have a absolutely normal and healthy life. I would not have to be on any diet. I would not have to take any extra special precautions. So I decided to go ahead with the transplant.
Right. So, sir, after you went ahead with the transplant, how was your recovery journey? Tell me more about it. Because you look.
You see, so after you have your transplant, initially you're in isolation for, I think, 10 days in the hospital, for a week or 10 days, where nobody's allowed to come in to meet you. Only the doctors come in, and the doctors come in with full protective gear so that you don't catch any infection. But as soon as you have the transplant, just let me go one step back. When you're on dialysis, your diet is absolutely strict. You can't have salt. You can't drink excess water. Most of the things that one would eat normally, you're not allowed to eat. But the day you have your transplant, your life is absolutely back to normal. Absolutely. As long as you take the medicines. So after the transplant, I was in isolation for 1 week. Then after 1 week, you go home. The doctors advise you to stay at home, not to go out. And if you go out, you're supposed to wear a mask, like we are wearing now because of the pandemic. The main reason is that when you have a kidney transplant, you're on immunosuppressant drugs. Immunosuppressant drugs are drugs that suppress your immune system.
Okay.
The reason that your immune system has to be suppressed is that the kidney that you take, the kidney that is transplanted in you, is a foreign body.
Right.
And the body has a natural tendency to fight foreign bodies in you.
Yeah.
Against it. So you're given immunosuppressant drugs so that your immune system is, I won't say disabled, your immune system is a little weaker so that it doesn't fight the transplant. Now, when your immune system is to an extent disabled, not disabled is not the right word. It's reduced.
It's reduced.
You can catch an infection very easily initially. Which is why the doctors advise you to stay at home for 3 months. And if you go out, to wear a mask. I don't know what the protocol is now. Maybe maybe the medicine has improved, so you don't have to stay at home for 3 months. So I would wear a mask if I went out. And otherwise, my life was absolutely normal. My diet was absolutely normal. I felt great. And I started working after 3 months. I took a job that was not too stressful for a small IT company.
Okay.
And I did that for maybe around a year or so. And then after that, I worked for another IT company. And then I started applying for serious jobs. And I applied for a job in a company called Reliance Industries, who were hiring at that time. And during my interview, I told them that I have a kidney transplant, but now I'm absolutely normal. My health is absolutely normal. And I was lucky that I got the job. And that was in 2003. I had my transplant in 2001, and
Okay.
I got the job in 2003. And I worked for them for around 16 years.
Wow. That's a long
And I was
time.
in a marketing job, which was highly stressful, highly target oriented. I used to travel all over India. I would travel sometimes, do road travel sometimes for 6, 7 hours a day. Wake up at 5 in the morning, go to sleep at 2 in the night. So I had a very, very physically and mentally demanding job,
Correct.
which I was able to do like anyone else.
That's
So
actually
the fact
very
that
impressive.
So the fact that I had a transplant didn't was no hindrance to me to doing my job. Uh, my life has been absolutely normal since then. You have to go for your regular medical checkups, take the medication that the doctors advise you to take, and as long as you follow your doctor's advice, things are okay.
That's great. Good to hear. So, sir, in all this, there are people who are not open to the idea of organ donation. Some people are sensitive, some people are hesitant. What message would you like to give to them? Because
See,
our whole
the message I'd like to give people is that if you have a brother or a relative or a family member, please don't hesitate for organ transplant. It's absolutely natural to be apprehensive about it
yeah,
initially, because it's not it's after all, you're giving a part of your body to somebody else. You're undergoing surgery. So even under normal circumstances, when you're undergoing surgery, people are frightened. And then
yeah,
when it's another thing of anyone, even if the smallest surgery, you have apprehensions.
yeah,
So your apprehensions for organ transplant will be naturally much more.
big.
But once you talk to the doctors, be in close uh, be in close contact with your doctors. Your doctors will give you all the feedback about everything
How?
about organ transplant. So uh, please go ahead, and because you are helping somebody else to have a very, very, very good quality of life by giving them your organs.
Right. That's a great message, sir. And after listening to your story, also people will be motivated, and uh, they would feel that this process, people who are actually sensitive or apprehensive, after hearing your story, they would be hopefully more open to it. So thank you so much for giving us such details about your life and sharing your story today with us. And
You're most welcome. And
is there
another thing
any
I want
other
to say
message?
is that
Yes.
Always listen to the doctors. You'll get a lot of opinions from a lot of people in a situation like this. So initially, you'll have a lot of apprehension. Once you start talking to your doctors and they explain things to you, all your fears will go away.
Go away. Noted, sir.
Is there anything else I can tell you?
I think that's about it. So If you have any other message to give, please feel free.
My only message is that please, if there's a family member who needs an organ, please don't hesitate to give it, especially not on religious grounds. Because I think once the doctors explain to you how good the quality of life of the person can be if he receives an organ, you will be very convinced that you should do it.
Right. I agree 100%, sir. Great. So I'll conclude it by again thanking you so much for coming and talking to us today. And yeah, have a great day.
Thank you very much.